Yeah, another classic Saturnian things are like censorship and like huge companies like monopolies, or like the buying out of small local organic brands and then corporatizing them and replacing the inshitification of food. All of that's Saturnian because it's like, right, there's no actual reason for it to be happening except for there's some guy that makes money from doing it, right? So it doesn't actually have a justification. There's just someone whose job it is that is actively executing that, right? So it's, again, humans being malicious to humans. And because we protect this idea of the sanctity of work, you can't call that person out for making garbage decisions that negatively affect everybody else. Because he's like, hey, I gotta make money. And that's an actual, like, that sinks in for people, you know? That response. It's like, oh, well, I gotta make money too. And it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Right, but it makes everything worse, right? Inherently. Like, just makes it unlivable on purpose, because that's what it's designed to do. Because to save money, you have to use cheaper things. You have to use cheaper labor. You have to have people that are in a worse internal state doing the labor, causing the things that are produced to be of lower quality. It just, you know what I mean? It all just works like that, and it's designed to work like that. But if that's too much for you, it's like, well, why would it be designed to work like that? It's like, because why would it not be, you know? Why would the people in power who, again, you know, they'll extort everybody, you know, they're terrible people, you know, why would they not build the system so that it actively extorts you without you being aware of it? So they can be like, I'm not extorting you, I'm just forcing you to do this. And you'll be like, oh yeah, you know, like, yeah, I'm just being forced, that's good, you know? And it's like, see, you know what I mean? They just put you in this kind of little vacuum sealed box. And then you're like, I don't know how to deal with any of this, because why would I, you know, have an understanding of it? I'm just here I am, and now I'm forced to do all this stuff. I'm gonna just comply. And that's how they get most people, because it's absolutely terrifying. And it's like, where am I? What's going on? You know, what is being alive? What is being a human? What is this? You know what I mean? And that can just be very underwhelming or overwhelming. Yeah, so as loosely as possible, the Saturnian is just disinterested in actually caring about anything, and usually actively caring about stuff will draw Saturnian, you know, entities to you, because they want to stop genuine care. You know, they want that to not exist anymore.